Alright, you should be able to refresh now.
Okay. Waiting for it to pop up.
Alright, there's like less than a 10-second delay now, so we're solid.
Where the fuck did it go? I'm gonna just click on your channel real quick. Yeah. Okay, there you go. So we got elites. That's fucking hot.
Yeah, I think it's either bugged or it's just taking a while to render it.
Mm-hmm. No, man, you're an invis.
We have invisibles.
Yep.
Alright, it was just taking a while to blend in. Yeah, see, here's the invisible one.
Oh, fuck yeah. It's just wire mesh, huh? Like a traced? Is that what you did?
So no, it's a customized glass material. So it actually, it's got some like
fucking cool.
It's got some like optical distortion and shit.
That's actually really fucking cool.
Yeah, but here's the Spectre.
Oh yeah. Is there any way to make a faction yet of elites?
Yeah.
Or is it because you know yet? Nice. I thought the business had like a preset loadout thing.
Say that again.
I said I thought that they needed to have like a custom like preloaded like I don't know thing to be elite. I don't know how to put it.
Like armature, like the skeleton.
Yeah, like you know, like you couldn't have.
They did
nice.
some janky shit. We have figured out partially how to do larger player models. So
yeah,
like,
I saw that's
if
happened
Fallout
on our
was
server.
still a thing, you know, you could have big power armor.
Yeah, that's what they're doing right now. Is they're making a super mutant, because they found out that the titties on one character glitch and make you super large for no fucking reason. And so they wear the titties and the fucking slot, and it makes your character super huge. And then you just wear regular clothes. What? Yeah, you know, for the G.I. Jane shit. The G.I. Janes, like having like a breast, made the character super large for we don't know what reason. And so I think that's what it was. I don't know. I was learning from fucking Maple. It was either that or it was the zombie. I can't remember now. But yeah.
My audio on this is bugged right now because I was getting rid of like the tire screeching and stuff. But yeah, I don't know why the frame rate in my tools is so low right now.
That's no big deal. I like this.
What's funny is I have a maxed out thruster on it right now. So if I line up and hit spacebar.
Yeah, do it. Send it. Go ahead. Oh fuck yeah. Oh.
If you get it at the right angle, like you can just soar into the fucking horizon. It's hilarious.
You know, it'd be really cool is if you find a way to get those fucking warthogs to have real suspension, and so they can actually do those jumps like you used to be able to do.
They do have
like Halo.
If you had a boost, this game just handles like vehicles in air different.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Like your vehicle doesn't try to stay level. I mean, it doesn't really in Halo either, but
I get you. I know what you're saying.
But this Spectre, it's technically a wheeled vehicle.
Yeah,
the wheels are just invisible, and I gave it a really tall suspension with really soft shocks, so that's how it gets its like kind of floaty look to it.
It's a soft push. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to learn how to do that because I would like to make a really slow fucking hover tank.
Yeah,
Just fucking.
Unfortunately, I mean now, I think he's working on a script that lets ground vehicles have pilot operated weapons, but because that's not currently a thing, the Ghost is actually a helicopter.
Okay.
But it's a helicopter with no ability to lift. So you basically, it's a helicopter that's stuck on the ground.
Yeah.
But it's really awkward to move around.
Yeah, I've seen that. That one's been out for a while.
Yeah. But now that he's getting a little more comfortable with scripting, he's going to create a component that lets you put pilot-operated weapons. So then we can swap the Ghost over to the way I have the Spectre.
Yeah. Having all these script failures pop up on screen. It's
interesting. I don't know. It's got something to do with...
Oh, the doors.
It's got something to do with the Ghost, I think.
Yep. And then all you got to do is just put like a little press V to view in the middle of that screen and give you like a little camera. And that'd be fucking it.
So those cameras are broken right now.
Okay.
On console, if you go into it, you can't get out of it.
It'll crash. Okay.
And if you have a HUD component assigned to it, and like you go in third person, or you die, or get out of the vehicle, the HUD's permanently.
You get stuck in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can't interact with anything. It works perfectly
this
on.
Is the best thing.
Works perfectly on PC though.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, this is fucking it. I cannot wait to be like an elite fucking Spirit pilot.
Right.
Like, I hope that this really takes off.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do, because like the whole reason I came on to Uppercut is we were going to do a Halo Life roleplay thing. You know that. Yeah. That is obviously, like, to make the map is going to be just a metric shitload of work. So I'm either scrapping it or putting that idea on the shelf. And I think my plan is to do a looter shooter, a 3-faction looter shooter with Halo. So I'm basically going to make a handful of buildings, just enough to like flesh out a city. I'm gonna model like a Mombasa style streets, and I'll have the town of Voi in Kenya. That's gonna have a quarantine wall around it, and it'll like this will take place like shortly after.
Oh, you're gonna make like a ODST thing.
Yeah, well, kind of. So it'll take place shortly after the Battle of Voi. So everybody's gone to the Ark, and it's like the Covenant remnants, the UNSC, and like we'll have insurrectionists for people that don't want to be either of those. I might limit it just to the 2 factions. I don't know. But I know there's a couple insurrectionist units. They probably would like to have their own faction. That essentially, the town of Voi is in the center of the map with the quarantine wall around it. It's got the flood outbreak in it. And then, in the corners of the map, there's the Covenant, UNSC, insurrectionists. And you spawn in as a basic Marine. And you got to go into Voi and fight off the flood, loot for better guns, better gear, to either use or take back to your deployment to trade them in and get better gear to go back in. So then when you're in Voi, you got the player versus environment thing of the flood, and like, some areas will have gas, spore zones where like if you don't have a respirator or full face helmet, it'll hurt you and kill you.
Yeah.
When some zones are just going to have stronger zombies or stronger flood and whatnot. And then you'll have to worry about the other factions. And I think that'll be a lot of fun. And it won't necessarily be roleplay, but you could definitely roleplay it if you really wanted to. It's kind of like build the playground, and we'll see how the community plays with it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's doable. The map would be simple. It's Kenya. I mean, it's like rolling hills and desert, and the city. All I'm going to do is build one city. I think I'll make a. It's going to have an invisible barrier on it, so you can't leave the map. And off in the distance, I'll have the fucking arc portal. I'll model like a low poly arc portal that will be off in the distance on the map. That'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But then yeah, it just uses like all of the uppercut assets. Way less restricting than doing the whole life RP. I don't have to worry about trying to figure out like how to get, I don't know, like handcuffs and arresting people to work, because that's a lot of scripting. That's a bit out of my what do you call it? My skill set. So
Yeah.
it's just a way easier project, and the map should be pretty simple. I'm like going to model the entire roadway in Blender and just plop it into a map instead of trying to piece things together.
Yeah.
But yeah, once I get the vehicles that I have kind of in a steady place, I'll start working on that. Just got the short sword and the Seraph models. I was holding off on those until we had forward thrust, but we have forward thrust now, so I'm gonna start working on those.
Oh man. That would be the next fucking ads. Wait, what happened?
What's going on?
No, just the fucking decided that your stream was over for me. I'm gonna re-click in. There you go.
That's weird.
Yeah. Oh, good. I was like, man, you haven't talked to forever. Yeah.
Do you know who Rejected Shotgun is on YouTube?
No.
He's like one of the big Halo modders. He
yeah. Go ahead.
We've kind of gotten some exposure from him. He's shown off some of our stuff on stream the last couple nights. It's pretty cool. He's really interested in the project.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turns out he's local to me too. Live in
that's pretty
generally the same area.
I haven't. I don't really keep up with anything anymore. Like, I go to work and I work a lot. I go to the gym and practice for the weekend fights because we're in tournament season. And then if we don't have a tournament this weekend, then I fucking play Arma. And I wish I didn't like Fallout so much. If there was a Star Wars like roleplay group, like an actual Star Wars shit, like I probably would be there, but there's not. And Halo's amazing, but it's Halo's empty at my time of night. And I love Halo. Like I really do. There's not.
Oh, by
there's just
far,
nothing going on.
Halo's my top IP. But yeah, there's just as far as like what you're wanting out of it, there's not a whole lot of that right now.
Yeah,
unless
which
you
is not a big deal
one of
for
the
me.
Sims, but I don't know, man. The Sims.
I think we're just in the baby stage of Arma. Reforger, you know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah.
these are just the growing pains. And I'm not worried. Like, I'm just going to go play fucking Kingdom Come Deliverance and Helldivers and come when I got a weekend off, like play some Arma and have fun and sometimes be mixed up in the drama. But, you know, I'm a piece of shit, so people like to point that out.
I did
And the
get
problem
word
is
that that community has been telling people that I had the Fallout mod shut down. So that's fun.
yeah, that was in the beginning for sure.
I was just told this yesterday, the day before. Corvus had reached out to me asking me to make a mod for them. And I was like, nah,
Yeah.
that's hilarious. You would come to me.
Yeah.
But he's
I
like,
think
well, I
it's
only know what I've been told about you, that you were petty and didn't like that they were getting more popular, and you had Bohemia shut down all the Fallout stuff. It's like, yeah, that's totally what happened.
Yeah, there's just way too much fucking toxic shit going on.
It's awful, man. They're towards the end, right, like about a month before everything got nuked.
Yeah,
I was getting really tired of the community. Just the amount of like sexual deviance that was popping up was just concerning.
It's everywhere, dude. Like
Yeah.
it's here, and I'm trying to like, I'm to the point to where I'm about to make a second Discord account and fucking just
To catch a
be a
predator,
16-year-old boy, dude. Yeah, 100%.
Yep. I
The
thought about
problem
it.
is, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of problems with it. Obviously, they're gonna be like, "Dude, you made the account in April." You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Well, I just feel
like
some of the people that fall into that category are they have relations with some high up people in the communities. So
yeah, man.
a lot of these
We
people
could
are
have a
hard to get rid
private
of.
Discord conversation about that sometime, because there's some shit that I've witnessed and that has made me even more just fervent in my beliefs. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to have this conversation like on YouTube where
No, I
people
got
are
you.
like, because they're not going to understand the full story and they're going to go, "Wow, you sound like a really big shithead." And it's like, if out of context, yeah, but
No, 100%.
in
We can
context,
talk about it
when
later.
you see what I've seen, yeah.
You should
So
watch PP Southeast Texas, I think is what it's called, the YouTube channel. It's
okay,
it's a guy that does all that. Dude, like the weird psychology that he uses to catch these fucking people is
yeah,
comical. The shit that these people fall for.
yeah.
It's crazy.
I got a guy yelling at me, telling me that he can't be a predator because he's got a kid. I was like, dude, you're talking to a 16-year-old boy, like very sexually.
Yeah, dude. The like moral gymnastics that some people will go through to justify shit is.
Well, mine is
crazy.
like the part that hit me in the fucking chest was like, I'm calling this shit out, and then I get a fucking strike for it. And then I send the fucking screenshots and the fucking ticket. The ticket immediately gets closed. Like no one says anything. The ticket gets closed. They word it in such a way that the way they worded the ticket is, if you look up infractions, it says pedophilic accusations. So it makes it sound like I'm being accused of being a pedophile, and that's why I got a strike. And so that's fuck? Like the yeah. And no, it gets even better. Then they have some like 16-year-old just fucking like spamming me because 16-year-olds are toxic, and that's fine. But I get a fucking warning for basically saying, "Yeah, I'm a shithead. I was just being funny." After like one comment, this dude makes 30 comments and talks fucking dirty to like 20, 30-year-olds, constantly messaging me every day. And it's like, dude, you're fucking like out of line. And honestly, the admins are out of line. And the worst part is it was so bad, I guess like a week or two ago, the admin had come up to me and be like, "What do you think about Nares?" And I was like, I think he's just a little shithead kid, and he's just trying to start drama. That's what I think." And then Nares, I guess, was getting at a ticket, and so he blamed me, thinking I did some sort of fucking ticket on his ass, which I didn't do. I don't give a fuck. And so he took that as like justification to like spam me every single fucking day for, I don't know, 3 or 4 days. And it's been a week now, actually. And I finally made a ticket on it 3 days ago. And no one answers the ticket. No one says anything about it. No one does anything. I was like, well, I'm just going to block the fucking kid. You know, like, they'll warn me for saying, hey, man, I was just being a shithead. I'm sorry. I was just trying to be funny. Yet this guy who's like actively being toxic, they're like, no, that's fine. And then the entire, the entire group that has been on 3 different servers and kicked out of 3 different servers is also the loudest fucking group possible. But they also suck at the fucking game. But they've convinced, they've like convinced everyone that they're good. And I do all these videos and they're like, you're garbage, you're sniping from a mile away. And then I send another video and they're like, you're garbage, you fucking have to be 5 feet away from anyone to actually hit them. And then I'm in a tank and they're like, you're garbage, you need to hide behind fucking armor. And then I'm showing me blow up their tank with a grenade. You're fucking garbage, you don't even know how to fucking, I'm like, dude, like, I've shown 50 different ways of killing you. And you have yet to kill me. Like, it has been an entire war, and you have not killed me once. You are suiciding so you don't get captured by me, and y'all are hiding from me. So, like, there hasn't been a more toxic group. And now I know why you've been kicked out of 3 servers. Now I know why, like, you've fostered a community. And this isn't just according to me. I've been OBS recording so far 3 people, and I have more lined up. Like I have more than just my testimony that like they're on some bullshit. Like their servers like just farming toxic bullshit. Now, everyone has said so far that there is no child shit going on in their server right now, which is awesome. Like I'm glad that there's no child shit going on in their server right now.
The right
on
now
the other hand,
part
though,
at the end of that is concerning.
yeah. That now you're getting it. Yeah, but the great part is like all 3 people are like, but yeah, the Nazi shit is still going on and the cartel shit is still going on. I'm like, so okay, so they're still just casually watching fucking gore and in a server where people are under the age of 18 and, talking about like just extreme political beliefs. Like, yeah, this
is this OC?
This,
is that what you're talking about?
You said what?
Is this Outcast? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Is it the same group of guys that've been doing Outcast?
Yeah, it's Gothic and Zavo, Manticree, and all that.
That's not shocking. They're edgy.
Yeah.
They take it a little far sometimes.
Yeah, and a lot of times I just would roll my eyes and be like, yeah, you've taken it a little far. But like,
well, it's like the majority of them are decent, but then like there's like that
but you're allowing
that
it to
are
happen.
Fucking psycho that when they get in and interact with the group, they elevate like all of the group to their level, like because they hype them all up, then they all just start acting like fucking monkeys.
That's what's happening, and no one's putting them like no one's fucking giving the monkey the goddamn banana or the whip, and so they've gotten so extreme. Like they actually got removed from the NSFW chat because they were posting a bunch of like anti-Jew and Jew shit and the fucking political page literally today while I was at work. I was like, that's fucking rich. And one of the admins was like, I really don't want to have to remove you for this, Gothic. And it's like, yeah, like you're edgy. And while I didn't have a problem, like literally the problem started whenever this guy threatened to fucking gut me, which I'm okay with. But like, I told him I would pay for his fucking fuel. Like I want him to come down here and sign the waiver and get in the ring with me. Like, that's what I want. I'm going to beat his ass. He will be drinking out of a straw. His fucking kid will be fatherless. Because he threatened to fucking gut me. It's the way it goes. And so then after that, he goes, I already apologized, but I don't take back anything I said. It's like, so
Do these people
that's not
know
an
how
apology.
big of a son of a bitch you are?
Yeah. No, they don't. No, but don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. I don't want them to know. Do not out
That's
me
fucking
for
funny.
how fucking monstrous I am. I want them to think I'm a tiny little bitch. Because you imagine the
That's
face that they're
hilarious.
going to have whenever they show up.
That's hilarious.
It's going to be the greatest moment of my life watching that smile fade. But they won't do it. They're pussies. But and then they get on, like, I write my paragraph, my cringy ass paragraph. You know how cringy I am. Like, I like being cringy. And
Yeah.
he writes his...
Don't play that shit.
Yeah. He writes his cringy paragraph of being like, the difference between me and you is I like to solve my problems with words, not violence. It's like, you literally started this off by threatening to gut me.
Jesus.
Like, you're like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I smell bitch, and because I smell bitch, I want the bitch's fucking blood. Like, you're nothing. And I want you by the end of it to know that you're nothing, but you get to hide behind words and you get to hide behind the internet. Like, come on. Let's fix this problem real quick. I'll tell you, I'll be in a much better mood.
As much as like I miss the boys and shit from that time period, I don't miss like 95% of the community. Dude,
yeah, it's not worth it.
I was so burnt because of the community. I was just fucking over it.
I'll have fun here and there, but like, we have problems. Like, I'm in the Legion right now, and there's always a portion of me that's just like so pro Enclave that it's not even funny, And then like, there's some really cringy. None of it's like erotic. None of it's any of that. But like, every faction draws a particular attitude. You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
Like NCR, like the by the book people, then they're not typically very good. But like, you don't have to worry about bullshit with most of them, or they draw like just the fucking, I don't know, the toxic. But Legion draws either that femboy crowd that's just a little erotic or whatever, and I'm glad that group's not there. Like, let me just say that much. But it also has the I don't know, most Legionnaires in my history of ever fighting Legion have not been very good. And we had a bunch of crack fucking addicts in the Black Legion when I first started. And I have no idea where those cracked son of a bitches went, but they're not shooting anymore. And people aren't thinking, and it's getting frustrating because I'm like, if you're not going to think, like, at least leave me alone. Let me fucking go and, make famous this little field of Agincourt for you. Like, I'll slaughter the enemy, but they're like, get in my helicopter. And I'm like, dude, first off, if I'm in a helicopter, I'm flying it. You know what I mean? Like, right. There ain't no way I'm stepping in your helicopter. No, they don't. That's the funny part. They got no clue. Because I had to change my name to Taurus Rex Belisarius, so no one knows that I'm Barker. And those that do know don't really care. And there's no rockets. There's no armed helicopters here, so there's no reason for me to, be famous in the air anymore. So we have that. Yeah. The NCR group, the Enclave group, I largely get along with. Like, I had heard some horror stories about Frank Horrigan, but he seems chill, like one of the only chill guys. and I haven't seen one pedophilic thing come out of the Enclave. Now, if someone's got evidence otherwise,
I bet you after half the communities got rid of him because of those allegations, he toned that shit down.
Yeah, I'd like to see the proof. Like, just because I've been digging up proof on everyone else, like he's been the one guy that's been pretty
I
fucking
don't have
shitty.
it anymore. It was another community that had added me to a group chat and showed me a bunch of shit.
Okay,
And
so there
I've
is
kind of got like a zero tolerance thing. If it even fucking smells like it, you're out of here.
Okay, gotcha. All right, well that's unfortunate because I actually have really enjoyed being in Frank's company.
Look, I mean, if the guy's turned it around and he's being a decent fucking person, then he's being a decent person.
Yeah.
My problems with Frank go beyond that. Just
Okay.
the whole our units merging thing was handled so poorly, and he was just a yes man to the old Enclave leadership, and they bullied the living fuck out of my guys just because they were my guys, and I wasn't gonna put up with that shit.
You know what?
And I will give it to Frank. Frank was one of the few people that were trying to make it work. That was at least willing to have a conversation. But when like the kill order was given and they just started spawn camping our guys, he was there.
Yep. No, I get that. But yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, I'm liking Frank. Maple's been real cool. But I've had a lot of problems with the other leadership. Most of the boomers, even though we were at war with them, are fine. I have fun with them. Brotherhood of Steel, I haven't seen much of them. Those that I interact with in game are like actually cool people. Those that I interact with on Discord, not so much. And I've just learned to dissociate in game from Discord. I don't know. I get blown up by my own men more than I do anything else at this point.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. It actually is funny. Like, so much of my editing time is editing out me dying from fucking friendly rockets and shit. It's like, yeah, well. It's like, how come we don't have more videos of you close to the enemy, Barker? Because every time I've gotten close to the enemy, you've deleted me and the enemy survived. So you're not going to find me within 1 mile of the enemy. Sorry. Like, I just don't trust your ass. God, who else? I don't know, but like, if the community can calm the fuck down for like 5 minutes, then it would be fine again. But I don't have faith in that. I've seen this happen 4 times now, where it's like they'll let toxic people be toxic, and it just boils out of control. And then too little, too late, they start overcorrecting and like hitting everyone with every little thing. And it's like, man, if you would have just consistently been GMing and fucking adminning, and it's a job. I'm not like actually dissing them, but there's no consistency. You gave me a warning for saying, hey, I'm being a shitbag, and then you have like weird ass shit happening in your chat room. It's like, all right, well, what a double standard.
Yeah, I mean that's half why I was like, I'm tired of this pendulum swinging. That was always one of my arguments in the community is, shit happens and then you swing so far to the right that it just makes it even more miserable. So then we swing so far back to the left and the original problem comes back, and then you swing all the way back to the right and it just never fucking ends. And it's tiresome. That burns staff out, burns players out, whether it's rule enforcement or features or behavior. It's just the constant undecisive swing of the pendulum was just horrible.
That's exactly what's happening right now, and I'm pretty like, it sounds like almost all the admins are worn out at this point. So
yeah, well, I mean, it's essentially, it's gonna be a replay of every other community.
I think it's too young. Like, the game itself is too young. It doesn't have the framework it needs.
Help that the Fallout player base is just fucking awful. I don't know. I don't know what it is
Yeah.
about specifically the Fallout, but like Halo's so cool, and like even the dev teams that are like at odds with each other, it's
Yeah.
kind of just like
I think it's
there's
because we were
no
MLG
tension.
kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's just like
Like,
no tension. Like
yeah,
there's 100% there's drama, but it's not like Slim versus Sunburst
yeah,
and Corvus versus Sunburst. Like it's not like that
yeah,
level of like I am actively getting pissed off at people. It's kind of just
yeah,
like a rival between peers kind of thing. It's like, oh, they beat us to that vehicle. We're gonna beat them to this vehicle now,
yeah,
kind of thing. And yeah,
yeah. Progress. Like
yeah.
it's a
And a
yeah.
lot of that shit was perpetuated and was really kind of created by the community itself. I'm
Yeah,
sure a lot of the drama that happened, if it wasn't like if lighter fluid wasn't squirted on by the community and they didn't feed into stuff and throw around false accusations and just fake shit, that a
yeah,
lot of the drama just wouldn't have happened. But
yeah, yeah. I agree.
people are just fucking crazy. They got to have that drama, bro.
Yeah, I'm exhausted of like the drama aspect. Like not in a way that I'm not really much of a quitter, but it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna post my videos and I'm gonna shoot you in the face and I'll clip you crying and I'll watch that to go to bed because it's funny to me. Uh, but that's about it now. Like I don't trust anyone in the role. Like I've tried to do some role playing, and God forbid I had a slower hand than them, it would have gone real wrong. But like they don't. It's like 2280 gas station role play, Province Gas. I don't know if you ever played on 2280 back in the day, but
I
like
mean,
there
it's
is
the same
no.
everywhere you go. It's just people standing around doing whatever.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. No, like I said, dude, it's nothing new. Like all of the problems you guys are going to be going through is going to be the same problems that we went through. It's going to be the same problems that Wasteland went through. It's going to be the same problems that 2280 and Context went through. It always comes back to the same shit. It's a cycle of themes, and it is what it is. And honestly, the community's kind of playing with fire, even keeping with how close to Fallout they are keeping.
Yep.
And if some of the videos that people have sent me are current, and some of the content that I've seen is still in server, um, they're really playing with fucking fire. I
Yep.
don't know. I don't really keep track of it. I work too much and I'm doing my own fucking thing. But people always seem to try to get me back involved in the drama, and just like, cool, bro. I don't care.
Yeah. So what are you doing now with that?
I am rigging up the canopy and the little airlock flap to the bones so that I can animate them. So this little flap right here it's on the Space Banshee, but it's not on the regular Banshee. This is what makes it space worthy.
Yep.
And on the Space Banshee, when it opens up, it folds up inside, like it'll fold up into
Oh,
here.
like a cocoon.
Yeah. So then when you close the canopy, this will fold down as the canopy comes down and seals the fuselage. So I'm just doing that because like if we go look at this Banshee, it is a terrestrial Banshee, so it doesn't have the airlock. It's also an older model, but it's got an interaction point in there. You can click a switch, and the canopy comes down. And I'm going to put that on mine as well, just so they're consistent, so that we both have animated canopies. Which, it's real shame that Fallout's gone. Now that I know how to do proc animations, I could have made the landing gear on the vertebrates fold up. I could have made the fucking rotors tilt forward. Like, I know how to do
Yeah.
all that now. But, nope, can't do it anymore.
Yeah, I miss your fucking Vertibird, man.
Yeah, I've thought about bringing it back into tools, just so I can like finish it. I can't
Yeah.
release it, but it would be fun to like actually finish the project.
Yeah. Hey, did you see they brought ghouls to fucking Fallout 76?
Yeah, I was playing it the other night with my girlfriend who came out.
I haven't fucking touched it, but that's disgusting and vile.
I made a new character so that I could play with it because I wasn't changing my Enclave General to a fucking ghoul.
You said you made your character a ghoul?
No, I made a new character so I could become a ghoul. Because I'm not gonna make my Enclave General a ghoul.
Yeah, absolutely not. Yeah, when I switched to PC, it didn't carry over, so I'm like, well, I'm fucking...
Yeah, it's not cross-platform. I still prefer to play that kind of game on Xbox anyway. Because that's a chill-out game. I want to be able to sit on the couch or in bed and play it.
Yeah.
So I did get my hands on, I think I already told you, the short sword and the Seraph models.
Yeah.
So that's going to be fun. I just ordered those.
Dude, that's going to be fucking epic.
Now I need to fold that up.
When they feel upon one of the most Franklin ancient artifacts ever found. It was a three-story campus grill with part of the handle still in place inside some very old rock. And part of the handle was studying goes to the topic called Cold State, where you have to spend the gas field in how old the itself was found in Passport Beach with the sandstone. And it was about 140 on the archaeology jet that we've only been around for about 10,000 years. So this falls to the category of out of place.
I'm excited for this shit tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit, you got a chat?
Oh shit, there's a whole lot of people.
Man, I got
chat.
a quote-unquote fan in here.
I haven't even been paying attention.
Yeah.
Exotic Alpha. Yeah, I used to do Fallout. What happened to the okay?
He seems, yeah, no, he's fucking one of the greatest, the GOAT at fucking editing shit. Or not editing, modding shit on Arma Reforger. Sorry, I'm exhausted. What are you up to, man? Or Josh Myers? I'll talk to your fans for you.
Yeah, I'm just catching up on
before I get off here in like
chat.
2 minutes. I gotta wake up in 5 hours.
Sorry, Chad. I didn't even notice, guys.
What are you doing whenever you're tilting that like that? Like,
oh,
I saw you tilting.
I'm just testing it. There's nothing here. This is just a preview of the asset. I was just making sure that that moves and that moves. So now I can go into my procedural animations and I can set that up to move.
It's kind of like how when I'm editing, I set frames. Is it kind of like that where you click a dot, you lower it, you click a dot, you lower it?
What do you mean, like when you're in Blender doing like vertices? Is that what you're talking about?
No, so in video editing, which is way different. I'm fucking well aware, but I'm learning how to do. It's called nodes. So like you have like your input and your output, and you put a bunch of shit in the middle.
I think you're talking about
like,
keyframe.
Yeah, that's
So
exactly what I'm talking about.
procedural animations,
kind of like that?
no. IK
Okay.
animations, like the act, like what the game, like what the developers use for their shit, they use
Mhm.
IK. That, yeah, and you do that in Blender, and you basically do like a start position and an end position, and if it's complicated, then you got to do a few in the middle, and then it'll keyframe where it like blends. You tell you want the hand, up, middle, down, and then whenever you actually animate it, it like blends those positions together, so then you get the fluid, up and down motion. Proc animations are, I mean, it's literally like a digital version of what I was just doing. You just tell it rotate bone by 20 degrees, and it does it. It's a procedurally generated animation versus a handmade animation like an IK. Sure, there's more technical term to like what I'm explaining there, but no, like the stop motion style stuff that's IK. These are procedurals. Procedurals is it's basically a visually scripted movement.
Oh fuck yeah!
I think if I come over here and
nodes. That's kind of how we do things.
Yes.
But
See if I set it to full. More. These just tell it so it's pulling from a signal, which is another setup similar to this. And it's telling a rotation make, rotation set, and a bone. I think.
Okay.
The node or the signal that this is pulling from has that value, the rotation value in it.
Yeah.
And this basically is just telling it where to point that. So like this top one is the canopy, which you can see in the little preview when you window down there. In this this lower branch are the tails. So if I fly over here, and these have these are connected to your controller. So whenever you use your rudder, it actually makes the rudders move. Proc animations are actually a lot easier than I thought they were going to be. Like once they were explained, it was a little more understandable. But yeah.
I will say, Mark, despite the drama, your Fallout mods on the server were absolutely astonishing.
Yeah, we were just talking about that earlier, man. Like, honestly think that without a lot of the toxic community fanning the fuel or fanning the flames, probably wouldn't have been a whole lot of drama.
Yeah. Well, Exotic's part of the Outcast, so he's seeing some of that. He's on the other side of the point of view from me, which is fine. I don't hate. I honestly don't hate anyone, but
there were very few people I hate. It's those very few all basically had pedophile shit come out against them, and they were gotten rid of. But
it's a faction in one of the roleplay servers. It has nothing to do with editing. So what does Frank Corrigan have to do with the game design and design quality? It's very confusing. We're talking about he makes mods for like roleplay servers, or did for the Fallout roleplay server and specifically. And Fallout has a bunch of factions and a bunch of characters, and these are kind of like people that we know in the community. So it's kind of like a club, that has a very rude community that I'm a part of and subscribe to. So, you're not really missing much. You're just missing high school drama. It's probably more like middle school drama, to be quite frank with you. And that's just what we're going over. We're catching up because we haven't talked in a while. I've been busy doing extracurricular activities. I'll put it like that because I don't want to ruin the surprise.
And Frank Horgan is a player in that community. We're not talking about the actual Fallout character, if that part was confusing.
Yeah. There's a rundown. I've been talking to a bunch of people from the older communities. It's really not a big deal, Exotic Alpha. The truth of the matter is, Zavo and Gothic were not a part. There was a whole bunch of child predatory stuff going on. And they were in, all right, did the outcast person deserve it, though? So and others. That's a great question. Basically, what it boils down to is a misunderstanding and a failure on my part. So, do you want the story, Josh? I know Exotic knows the story. Do you want to deal with the middle school drama? It'll be the last story I tell before I get off for the night. But I'll tell it if you want it. Okay, so it all started on the server called 2280. I'm kidding. But no, there was a Fallout Reforger video game server that based itself off of Fallout role-playing. And there was a group called the Outcast, and they were led by another group of Outcast. It was led by someone else. But in this were some of the current Outcasts that are currently in the server that we are in right now, and present day drama. And essentially what happened is, I don't know how old you are, so I'll try to use cool lingo like the kids do. There was a crash out, and a person posted a bunch of just bullshit to the chat, like gore and pornography and things like that. And they started deleting people's accounts and nuking the Discord server. So, okay, fool you once, right? And that was Stuka, I think, at that time. And I don't know how many of the current day Outcast were there when Stuka was there. Well, then the second server, I think this one was Context. Let me check my log real quick. I've been talking to a lot of people that were there, including, well, let me not ruin any of this. Yeah, there was a lot of us, including me, that was on the side of the Outcasts that saved, like Gothic and Zavo and the whole group. Bunny is a person that was there because it seemed pretty unfairly that they were like dragged into it and their server was nuked because of like one kid. Then there was another kid named Slicker. He crashes out. He was having he had admin privileges. He also posted gore, sent porn, used hard R slur words, things like that. So he gets banned. Then there was a disagreement between Zavo, Gothic, and the Context group. So they leave for Universe. I don't really know what happens in Universe, but allegedly some of the same shit happened there. And so anyways, the Outcasts kind of like really arrive a week or two ago, it seems. And they weren't happy on Arma Reforger server because I've been reading the ticket logs. No, Zavo never. No, see, this is how actually we got in this entire argument. Is I'm shitty at explaining things. Zavo did not do any of that. he was the leader of, or one of the leaders of that faction when this was happening, which is important. The guy who did it was Slicker, Sliqur, and he was also very erotic with kids. I have a bunch of ticket logs that I've recorded because I was given privileges, and more than one server were more than happy to help me out with a lot of their logs. So it's very important that I get this clear. It wasn't Zabo. It was Slicker and Stuka. So where were we in the story? So yeah, Arma Reforger, then they get mad, and Arma Reforger upset because they feel like they were being outcasted, that they weren't considered in Mark's modding community. Like, they felt like, according to the logs that I have, that he was overlooking their stuff and that he wasn't giving them time that they deserved with his modding assets yet. I wouldn't even say I'm friends with him. I mean, I think he escalated things in a way that was very toxic, and I did too. But I'm here for it, But we'll get there. We're jumping ahead. So they leave Arma Reforger. They go to Universal. I hear things didn't work out there either, and then now they're here, and our current server. And so that's all to be said. That someone posts some bullshit. I think it was Gothic, says like, well, we stomped everyone on the Arma Reforger page or Arma Reforger server, and that, just frankly, I'm a very competitive person. It's just frankly not fucking true. That whole Manticore group was in the Enclave, and then the minute that the war with the Brotherhood of Steel started, which is another faction, they fucking dipped. I don't know if you remember that, Mark, but basically left me fighting. You said what?
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so I basically fought that war by myself, and might I add, extremely successfully. And I have plenty of videos that you can watch if you want on that. I just scroll down to where you see a vertebrate in the air, and then you'll see it from my point of view. But that's beside the subject. So, there was some, I guess, salt there. I didn't know that me and that faction had really any of that salt going on. And so now we get to modern day. I post like a retaliatory video being like, this is coming from the same faction that got banned from the server for gore. What else? It was like gore something in CP. Now, they didn't post CP. And that was the part where like he flipped out about Zabo. Because, he was like, well, I have a kid. I'm going to gut you, so on and so forth. Fine. I'm explaining a story for Mr. Josh Myers here because he wants to know the story. Because we were talking about the drama. Yeah, well, so I had made a mistake by saying that they had posted CP. They did not. Slicker, who was involved with that, and I have the logs, which, like I said, I'm recording a whole fun thing for it, had been just a little odd with kids, to say lightly, and would say a bunch of like hardcore slur shit. And it all boiled over into a whole fucking mess. And so they get angry, they get upset, so be it. But they threaten physical violence, and I'm okay with that. Like, I enjoy that. So I'm a toxic son of a bitch as well, Josh, is what you got to understand. And so I'm no better in this. And so, he's like, I'm going to fucking gut you year to year, so on and so forth. I'm like, man, that's all right. Like, let's do this. I'll pay for your fucking gas. You just got to sign this waiver real quick and we'll get to throwing hands. Well, he backs out. He goes, no, man, I like prefer to settle things with words and not associate or, stoop down to violence. I already apologized, but I don't take back anything I said. And I'm not going to message back or anything like that. Like, there's no point to even fucking get on this long ass topic. But like saying in the same breath that,
I think you cut out, Barker.
no, I was reading the longest thing. So what Big Time Gamer says is Stuke was kicked from 2280. Yeah, he was. Slicker was banned from Contact Staff Team. You're right, he was.
Pretty sure he was banned from Reforged, wasn't he, as well?
Yeah. Slicker then crashed out, and I made sure he was banned from the other Fallout servers. I didn't leave context. If it's cross-game, I understand you have to be a bigger man. Zavo didn't say that IRL. He got a ticket for making IRL threats. Okay, I didn't know he got a ticket. Slicker wasn't on Reforged. Yeah, you're correct. He was not on Reforged.
I thought he joined for a short period and immediately got out.
Well, you were the leader of that, so you tell me. I don't know.
I don't remember, to be honest, dude.
Yeah,
it's been a
but
while.
I mean, I can just check the log. But people talk about him on Reforged. Yeah, well, we're getting to that. Don't worry. I've been compiling and recording a bunch of things. So this happened in September. Okay, that's fine. But I do have the context, and I have the 2280, and I have the Arma Reforger logs. So that I know I don't have wrong. And to be clear, you, because I'm assuming this is Gothic, were one of the leaders back in September when this shit happened. And you fostered an environment where this guy thought that shit would be cool. And another thing, since we're going to get on this topic, yeah, I said I was wrong, and I've said I'm wrong here. Yeah, no, that's so weird because why the fuck is it happening 3 times? And why, by the way, do I have a minor that's currently in the Outcast telling me that y'all are posting Nazi shit and sending me screenshots of that? What's up with that? Yeah, over a game. Are you telling me that I don't have screenshots of that? No. Just answer that. Y'all aren't currently doing any let's just call it gory videos or Nazi propaganda bullshit in your server right now? Like, there's no way I could have a screenshot of that, right? I just want your answer real quick so I can screenshot that for later. I don't know, Gothic
really
is no one
sit here and fight in front of my sexy ODST jazz music.
Yeah. Well, I need to be going to bed, and there's no point in even drawing this out.
You're good,
but
I'm entertained.
Yeah, I'm just asking. Like, spit the fucking thing out. Are you or are you not doing it? You haven't said yes or no. I'm asking, do you have Nazi shit in your server? And are you posting gory shit in your server? Like, would there be any reason for a minor that's currently in your faction, that's under the age of 18, to tell me and send me screenshots of that? Or should I just assume that these fucking screenshots I have are just purely edited nightmares? Okay. So, I'm glad that these screenshots are just memes. But we'll get to that topic. Don't worry. Is there any reason why, whenever I'm knocking your ass on the ground, that you're suicide? Respawning so you don't get captured. Yeah, I actually do have a specific date because I have the screenshots. Here, let me read something aloud for you real quick.
If it's too involved,
yeah, you're
we're
right.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
Just
okay.
Remember that. I don't care about it being said publicly. I just like if it's some off the wall shit that YouTube is not gonna like.
No, you're right.
Careful. How about this music, though, guys? It's a hell of a soundtrack, isn't it? Ah.
And there's some modern day products. There are multiple stats.
Yeah, Josh, it's not a kid's game, but there are like 15, 16-year-old kids that play on this stuff. And specifically with like the communities they're talking about, they're like Fallout inspired or Fallout themed communities, and it attracts those younger guys, like early high school age. So even though it's like an adult game or just a mature rated game, there are some younger dudes that are on there. Not that that's a problem. I mean, I was playing Halo at way too young of an age, and I was playing Fallout at way too young of an age, so it's all what it is. But yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like the nature of the beast. When you put adults and kids together, they're going to get exposed to adult content. It's kind of like, to what extent is that adult content? What extent is it okay, right? Like, is some choice language and some shit like that fine? Yeah, probably. But when things start to get to a certain point, it can be kind of weird. I don't know. All this drama, though, I'm not a part of it. I've been out of this specific sub-community for a few months now, so I don't know. I'm enjoying the drama. Drama you're not a part of is far more entertaining. But I will say the little sub-community of Fallout has had a shocking amount of sexual deviance come out of it. It is a little wild how much shit has come out of this one community. I do not understand it. Back when I was running a community and a part of one of the larger communities, it seemed like every couple of weeks there was somebody doing erotic roleplay or somebody's DMs getting leaked with talking to a kid that was too damn young, and it was very concerning. And I've noticed expanding my horizons to other Arma communities. It's not like a game-wide thing. It is very specific to this subgenre of community. It's a little weird.
And over time.
Hey man, you're watching game design, you're eating, and you're getting some drama. Like, what? What better package could you ask for?
It's progress. Start for free. Free trial, we break that. We will.
Additional vehicle action.
Small Greek island of an inferior. Start time for this job at 158 returns. Over the next 2 weeks, just on our recovery from the rent, including those of a full busted wood and bronze box that looked like a clock. Archaeologists date to the 2nd century CE. Whether it determines what it is, of what purpose it served. So when different experts discovered, nobody named this device. The ship had been full of much more interesting material. That's what mine was. Didn't examine fascination until people started looking closely. For almost 50 years, the artifact sat in storage at the National Museum of Archaeology in Kansas. But in 1951, Eric John Christopher Front began a careful examination of the box. Found something astonishing. He begins to work of mechanical parts.
All right, I'm back.
All right.
Look at looks like a box. What's on the outside? What's trying to here's the inside. What we can tell from descriptions of the way that it might work, a very
Gonna do our first test of the canopy. Let's see if it works out.
going to be a particular thing that you can look for several thousand. That's the vision of it. Or trying to play interactable. Also,
Nope. It's not pulling from the right signal. Damn it.
Neurological information was passed down as sacred knowledge of various cultures that know make certain decisions. To operate, I told you what to do for research to the next step, using a complex system of theories and methods, and then turn the time to determine specific astronomical positions. In June 1959, Price published his findings in the journal
Parker, what are
Scientific
you listening to in the background?
Oh, dude, fucking Ancient Aliens.
Jesus.
I don't believe a fucking word of it, but the shit's funny.
You gotta add the procam to the fucking prefab for it to reference it. I am a genius. It's just
You gotta do
magic.
what?
I didn't add the damn animation to the prefab, so I'm just like assuming that it's actually gonna reference it. So I was like, what the hell? But no, I figured it out. I do dumb stuff sometimes that I know the solution to, but you know, if you did it right the first time, would it be fun? Probably not, right?
Yeah. How long will it take you to do that?
Oh, I already did it. It was
Oh,
simple drag and
shit.
drop. I just, you make the animations, then you got to put it as a part of the prefab for it to actually reference those animations. It was referencing animations for a completely different aircraft that has a completely different armature, so it just didn't know what it was doing. But now it should work. And it doesn't! I'm going to have to reload the world. We'll see. That or I'm referencing the wrong name. It's probably what it is. Exotic Alpha is asking a question from you, Barker, in chat.
You said what?
Exotic Alpha says, can you be told the date and where the messages were posted? Because this is news to him.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to make a whole video on it with people that I've done interviews with. So we're going to have like a whole video. I want it to be a whole thing. Because as Gothic knows, you know, he was the leader when a lot of this stuff happened. Were you not? Or at least a chapter master and a high elder. Seems pretty high to me. And it doesn't seem like y'all are cleaning up y'all's games in the just over 18 plus department. And I don't think doing anything short of just making it a public stunt's gonna stop that. Also, Gothic, tell your guy that wanted to do physical combat, where he threatened to gut me, that he's a bitch for backing out. I promised to pay for his fuel. So, guy's a bitch. He's smart, but he's a bitch. Well, I've stayed up quite literally 2 hours too long. But I thought I would come and see your work.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
I do
Always love
believe
your shit.
this is the solution. Did it do both? Nope, it just did one. Motherfucker. Barker, you're being asked when the video is going to get posted.
So I'm busy this weekend with just extracurricular things, and I work a lot during the week. I also have to get interviews from some people who are. There'll be one guy who is an admin, and we're going to get his take. And I'm actually going to get, hopefully, some Outcast takes. I'll even take yours, Gothic. I'll let you say your piece if you want to be in it. And Exotic, you can come tell me your piece. I'm going to take everyone's point of view. Now, am I heated? Yeah, I'm heated. I don't like some shitbag calling me fucking names, like 4 people hopping on me. And like I said, that's fine. And then threaten physical violence, which is quite literally my favorite thing in the entire world. And then chicken shit out of it. That's the part where I smell bitch. And I don't like that. So I went and I decided to start digging and asking around. Context, Arma Reforged, and other places. And just started messaging people in our server right now. See if any of them wanted to do interview. A couple of them said, yeah. We recorded some audio. They sent me some screenshots. And I'm just compiling it all, and I'm gonna try to do some cool shit like voice changing, and do like that fucking silhouette, because I think it would be funny as shit.
Oh, the confidential informant shit.
Yeah, that's what I want to do, because one of them's still in, and I don't want to fucking.
And you gotta do like clip the interviews in game, so it's like a blacked out, just power armor shape or whatever fucking outfit.
That would actually be really fucking funny. I might try to figure that out.
Yeah,
yeah.
You could probably just do it yourself.
Gothic, you're invited. Exotic Alpha, you're invited. And I'll allow you to just fucking go off if that's what you want to do. Hadn't had a problem until one. You know, you've always definitely been edgy. We all know that, Gothic. Which you've managed to keep it mostly in line. But you've had 3 instances of, you may think I don't have the dates right, which I'm going to just click this real quick. September 3rd, 2024. September 16th, 2024. We have one that was today at 10:21 a.m. if you want to look at that, Exotic Alpha. Another one happened at around 5 o'clock p.m. tonight, if you want to look at that one. And just see what the fuck I'm on. I don't have what channel it was in, because it's a crop screenshot. But that's the date stamp. I know for a fact that Outcast server hasn't been up since September, probably. So I don't think this screenshot's from that Outcast server. But it's got Gothic in it. I'm saying some weird ass shit. But I don't want to give him any opportunity to be able to scrub away his crimes until I'm fucking good and goddamn ready. Again, no one has called Gothic or Zavo a pedo, or that they've even been pro pedo. But people that have been under their wing. Here's the truth of the fucking matter of it. Is And I don't know why he's not messaging, but you're doing that cringe fucking content, and so you get cringe fucking people joining you, and then you don't put them in line, and they say and they do shit, and you still don't put them in line, and then they fucking step over that line. That's where the problem is. But you have some cool people. I don't have any problem with you, Exotic. I don't have any problem with Bunny. Actually, Bunny's fucking... I don't know her, really, but the fact that she showed a cool head whenever I was heated and the other guy was heated was cool. Bobby Kodiak was in the Outcast. The guy's a fucking G.
Yeah, Bobby's one of our boys.
Yeah, Bobby's fucking cool as shit, man. Ori's cool as shit. Headscribe random. I don't know. I don't really actually know who that is. I just have him in the screenshot here. What the fuck's happening here? Yeah, I have absolutely no idea who that is. 10:21 a.m. or p.m. Hold on.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing right there.
A.m. and 5:29 p.m.
You see this, Parker?
One more time. Oh yeah, that's fucking awesome, dude. Does it work? Like, no scripting glitches or any of that?
Well, it's not a script, so yeah, it should.
See, I don't even know the difference. I'm too fucking stupid for that.
I know what I was messing up now, though, so one little change in words over here, and it should work just fine. I'm going to step away for a couple minutes after this test to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Yeah. I'll be real interested to see if, when we post and talk about this stuff, if this is what they consider memes.
But there it goes. It works.
Let's see. Searching for game mode. I'm staying for this, and then I'm getting the fuck out of here. I got that extracurricular activity at 9 in the fucking morning. Did I send you videos of that extracurricular activity? I think I did, right?
What you got going on this weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen your videos.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna send you more. I'm so fucking busy next week that I won't be doing anything. I'll just be fucking working and doing that activity. All right, fly it around so I can get the fuck out of here and go to bed.
The head looks all fucking...
Oh, yeah. It fucking disconnected. Does it look like from the front?
The Elite? I don't know. We'll check here in a minute. but it looks to be about the right scale. I mean, the overall ship could be a little smaller, but I think it's already pretty much in line with that. Close.
I think that's good.
It opens. It opens and closes.
Here, take a look at the ship from the side and the front real quick. Oh. You can look from that point of view, I guess. Yeah, I'm excited for this ship. God, yeah. Nope. Seems like it's reversed, huh?
Yeah, I think the control names are reversed. That's an easy fix.
Do a fucking barrel roll. You think you can, or do you think it'll slam to the ground?
What'd you say? I was boosting it.
Do a barrel roll, sorry.
Oh, barrel roll? Yeah, we'll do a barrel roll. Not very fast at this speed, but...
I love the amount of ammo you have. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright. Would you imagine giving me this shit?
Oh yeah, if you had this a while back, it'd be wild.
Oh, I'm behind. I didn't know my chat was so far behind.
These fucking thrusters are a game changer, though. This thing hauls so much ass.
Do you think you can beat like a Stinger missile?
I could do what?
Do you think you could beat a Stinger missile?
Oh, I don't know, man. Maybe, 'cause this thing is booking it. I don't know what the speed of the Stinger is set to.
Yeah, I think you might be able to beat an Igla. Like, I honest to God think you could maybe pull that off.
I mean, the Banshee doesn't have the highest top speed as like the Pelican and the Longsword and stuff, but it is cooking it. Let's see if I could level out. My top is 550, 600. Angle down a bit. 650, 7. 850. I'm pretty sure you can get up to 8. But at this speed, there's not a lot of maneuvers, man. Here are very large.
But you're an SR-71, brother.
I'm struggling to get it up off the water. There we go.
Climb. Yeah.
So you basically have 2 throttles to worry about when you're in boost mode. You got your boost throttle, which is spacebar, or I think it's A on the controller, and then you got to worry about your collective as well, because you can't rely on the pitch of your craft to lift you up. You got to use the collective to get you up off. This thing's cool, and dogfights are going to be interesting. I hit the hard speed cap and glitch a little bit there.
explosives does it fucking have? Oh, Jesus.
What'd you ask?
The AoE of that.
It's pretty good. It's not like insane, but
Yeah.
it is pretty good. It's not like the
Oh, shit.
the longsword.
Yeah.
I think I've showed you the cannons on the longsword, right?
Yeah, but do it again. I really need to be to bed like 20 minutes ago, but I can't help myself.
I fucked up the landing gear on these, so they're a little jittery right now. Oh, it fucking blew up.
Like the MI8. Oof.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. They are not happy. But it basically shoots the same ordnance that the longsword cannons are. It's just 2 barrels instead of 6. But this support variant here, it only has the cannons on it, but its other weapon, air quotes, not really weapon, it drops those weapon pods from Halo 3. If you remember those from the campaign. And when they hit the ground, it turns in, like it switches models, but basically it switches to the open version, and it's actually got weapons that you can pull out of it. I'll show you real quick. But the cannons are, they're carpet bomb machines. Those other longswords are making me fucking lag. There's those pods I fired out of the bottom of the longsword.
Oh, wow. So you fired that out of the thing?
Yeah, they fire out of the bottom of the longsword, so you could fly over a squad and resupply them. So
that's
shoots
like
4 different
probably
loadouts.
The coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was like somebody was like, I have an idea, and they posted it, and I was like, I could make that work in like 45 minutes. So I whipped up the model, threw on some textures, and made it work. But yeah, so instead of so the way the missiles work in this game, the traveling missile is one projectile, and then there's a script that on impact despawns that prefab and spawns in the other one. So the way the regular missiles are, Yeah, so the traveling missiles one, it impacts, despawns, and then it spawns in the explosion prefab. I replaced the explosion prefab with these. So instead of it spawning the explosion, it despawns the closed capsule and spawns in the open capsule.
Open one.
And that's why they're perfectly up and down. So even if that capsule comes in at an angle and hits the ground, it'll pop up and be upright in the right position for you to use. And these are technically full-on arsenals, but I have the arsenal feature turned off. So I thought this was cooler, being able to just like grab the loot out of it.
Grab what you need, yeah.
I felt like having the entire arsenal at your fingertip.
Is this on any of the servers?
Yeah, it's on the Uppercut server right now.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely got to fucking try this out.
And let me see if I can get the strategic bomber variant up in the air and show you the nuke. Kill me? No, no, it didn't.
Oof. He's lit.
Definitely gonna kill me.
Holy shit. Yep. So you gotta pull up fucking immediately, huh?
Yeah, it's got a pretty big kill radius, so it'll probably, where it detonated, it probably killed a new field. It's got that big of a radius. My first iteration of it was literally an entire map killer. You could set it off on the northern airfield and die at the southern city on Everon. Like, there was literally nowhere on Everon that was safe when it would detonate. Which, you know, it's a nuke, but I wanted it to at least be usable, so it wasn't immediate suicide. But yeah, you gotta be smart with them. You know, high altitude, really using that scope to dial it in, launch it, and then turn and burn away. Is it? I mean, if you're being a hot shot flying this low and launching, I mean, that's a pretty good distance. I mean, in all reality, where that little puff of smoke is. But yeah, it'll fuck you up if you're not careful with it. We're having issues with the nuke not doing damage to anybody but the pilot on the server, though. So if you launch a nuke, it can kill you and blow up your aircraft and anybody in it, but it won't kill anybody on the ground. It's weird. It's a big motherfucker. But yeah. Alright, I am going to run to the bathroom. You need to go to bed, dude. Barker, I will talk to you later, broski. You hear me, boy? You already left, motherfucker. Let's see. What's up, viewer? What we got going on? What's going on, guys? But that's good music too. Good music to fall asleep to. Hmm. What's going on, new guy? Watching the stream. Is this somebody I know or somebody new? Rough. No, I'm not going to do it right now. Alrighty, for the two of you, well, really one of you that are here watching, I think I'm going to call it a night, guys. Yeah. I'm going to push what little bit of work I have done. I'm going to go ahead and update, but I think this is it. It's pretty productive. Got some stuff done. Let me get a clip of this first. Alrighty. That's going to be the end of it. Thank you for watching.